This is Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by the savage Alen Babic over Zoom. Alen, always a pleasure. How are you?
Thank you, brother. Never been better. I'm living my best days as a boxer. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Look at the scenery. You have Burj Khalifa behind me. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad
just a dream come true. Everything I ever wanted.
I'm
I
glad
didn't even know I want this, but now I know I wanted it.
I'm glad to see that you're in a good place, Alan. And with that in mind, obviously you're out there in Dubai. Is this something which we'll expect to see more of? Will you be moving your camp out there permanently?
Yeah, of course. My coach is now Coach Alen. He's stationed in Dubai, and we're gonna do it every week, every single camp, because this is crazy. In Croatia, it's a warm weather, but this is absolute. I can do 3 sessions a day and have no. I don't need even. I don't even need a massage. So it's crazy weather. I love it. It's just for training every day, like crazy.
Well, Alan, I know you love sparring as well. Is it easy or is it difficult to get sparring out there?
No, of course not. Because listen, my gym, my new gym, Kamani Club, it's like the the center of the boxing world right now. You got everybody here. Even Jake Paul was here. Tyrone Woodley. So you have like all these great boxers coming. Jarrell Miller was here. Lucas Brown. Everybody who is somebody in boxing and needs to fight in Dubai comes to Kamani Gym. So it's a very trafficked gym.
Well, Alan, obviously, I hope that you continue to have some successful times out there in Dubai, and you're getting ready for April 22nd now. Finally, your chance to become the Bridgerweight WBC World Champion. How excited are you for the fight to come around now?
Well, you can't literally say finally, because it's come out of the blue sky for me. I've been in boxing only 3 years. It's crazy. I will never say finally. I will say it miraculously. All the things. It kind of clicked so good. I don't even realize it yet. You just clicked. You just keep clicking. Just keep clicking and clicking, and I don't know where it's gonna go. I can only say that I'm gonna be 100% ready for whatever life shows at me.
Obviously, this fight went to purse bids, Alan, and he was picked up by Knockout Promotions, beating Matchroom with a bigger bid to get the fight. Was it a surprise to you to see Eddie and Matchroom miss out?
Yeah, well, I felt betrayed. Of course, I did. I wanted to take my title in UK. I said many times. I think I deserve that, and I think people would like to see that. And I sacrificed so much in UK. Savage is born in UK, so I was a bit, I didn't understand it at first, but it's all good. It's the name of the job. Boxing is a dirty business. No, and I'm feeling it right now. They don't want to even give us the tickets for my guys from Croatia and UK to buy them. It's crazy stuff, crazy stuff. So we are definitely the underdogs, and the talks are not done yet. I'm waiting every day for them to confirm everything, because it's crazy. The lawyers go back and forward and stuff. I don't know nothing about that. In UK, it was so simple. Now obviously it's not that simple.
When you say confirm everything, Alan, obviously April 22nd is the date that's been set for you to fight for that title in Poland. Is the fight 100% going ahead, or are you saying it's just other matters, i.e. getting tickets sorted for your team, for your fans, for your family?
Well, I can't really answer you that, but they are warning me all the time on some things the Poles want in their contract, that it's not available. It can't be done. So we gotta. I don't think we are still. I think we are at 99% for real. And everybody keep asking, where can I buy the tickets? I don't know, people. We don't have the tickets, so they didn't even, secure up my side of the seats. So it's crazy kind of right now. But I'm just training through it, and I just leave my team, the team doing a great job. They talk to them every day. So I don't know much.
Alan, with that in mind, then have you explored any other potential fights just in case this one does not go ahead from what you're saying?
No. 22nd is definitely my date, and I'm gonna go there even if I have to go there barefooted without pants. So I am gonna be there, but the lawyers gotta make sure I go there on the right terms. I don't want to sell myself. Just like that. They bought the fight, but there is a lot to be done until the fight yet. But I think it's all going to plan. They just tell me don't worry, because what if I worry? I do nothing. I can't help them. If they ask me, I would just say yes to everything, and I will fuck myself up. So it's good to have these guys next to me.
Alan, as you said earlier, you felt a little frustrated, a little betrayed that the fight wasn't able to take place here in the UK. As you said, you've built a big support and a big following over here, and you've boxed over here a number of times now. Have you had those discussions with Matchroom, with Eddie, and said, why did you not bid more? You've built a great relationship with them, and I'm sure that's the platform that you would have ideally, in your mind, fought on with Matchroom and DAZN.
Yeah, like I said, everybody expected that fight to be in UK, and nobody thought Matchroom can be outbeaten by Poland. So it's all crazy. But Eddie Hearn talked to me like, I don't know, the day before yesterday or nowadays, and he said I look better than ever. And he complimented my form and my pads and stuff. So I don't know if he made a mistake. If maybe he's realizing that, but he got a bigger fish to fry now. The Joshuas, the Usyks, the Furies. So I think I kind of fell off. In the third plan, not even the second. And listen, this game it's a dirty game. I know that. I don't expect nobody to love me just for being me and for having a bald head. So I don't know what to say about it. I was really hoping my fight is going to be in UK, and I am hurt because it's not. But I'm going to go to Poland and I'm going to give them a show. And I'm going to give Eddie Hearn something to think about. He's going to see he made a mistake. I'm going to make the greatest fight ever.
Alan, with that in mind, then, beyond April 22nd, regardless of the outcome, do you then look at yourself? Are you a free agent in terms of your broadcasting rights and promotional rights? So if you win, you can, if you wanted to, go and box on Sky again. Obviously, the show's being co-promoted by Boxer and Sky now, so you could continue to work with them if you wanted to, or do you go back to Eddie and Matchroom?
Yeah, of course. Listen, everything is open. We never signed a deal. I was never signed to DAZN, and I never wanted that. I always wanted to keep my cards open because I knew I'm gonna be big. I was gonna be big. So if I just locked myself into some agreement, it would be bad now. It would be good then, but bad now. So I'm a free agent, and I'm sure I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna be a world champion. I think a lot is gonna be wanting to sign the world champion, who is a free agent, who is a savage. So I have a lot to offer. I have a very much a lot to offer. I have maybe 6, 7 years in boxing on my full form. So I have no doubts that I'm gonna end up. But you see boxing nowadays, it's crazy. You see Fury and Usyk and stuff, it's crazy. The fight getting postponed, they keep getting this delayed, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm in a really, really good position right now, like the best I was ever in. So I'm happy.
We'll come on to Fury-Usyk later, but just to stick with yourself, Alan, talk to me about Rozanski. A heavy hitting man, 14-0, 13 KOs. You've got a big knockout ratio yourself. Is this one which, for you, it must be like a dream come true? You love a war. You love somebody who's going to come forward, who's going to be aggressive. This must be just your perfect fight, the perfect chance to win a world title.
Yeah, it's everything. It's picture perfect for him to get knocked out and for me to get knocked out. So he also has a perfect fight in his hands. He's not gonna be be needing to search for me. I'm gonna be right there, and I'm gonna destroy him at his own game because that's my game. I never lost, not even a single round of sparring of that kind of fighter. I just don't lose to them. So I'm very, very, very certain in my victory by tremendous KO. It's going to be crazy. No, because phew, I we have been together. We have 98% knockout ratio. So what to say about it? And I don't think he has a beard like Balski because I hit that guy with some punches. He survived. I don't think this guy is gonna survive. He's a bit older than me. Maybe on the downside of his career, I don't know. Maybe on the up, I don't know. But like I said, perfect fight, and that's why I'm mind boggled why Eddie didn't take the fight because it's gonna be one for the books. You know, I put my camp into a whole different. I have a new coach. I did everything different this time. Man. I feel like a professional. For the first time in my life, I feel like a professional boxer.
Traveling over to Poland for the fight, Alan, you mentioned a few concerns earlier. Are there any worries on that front if he was to go to the cards?
Well, I don't think so because this Poland is close to Croatia. You know? We have a similar hooligan mentality, you know. So I get along good with them, and I have got many Polish fans, you know. And Poland media is very good to me and always calls me and asks me for my opinion and stuff. So I know that Croatia and Poland have a bond. You know, we have a KSW fighters. We have who's the other guy? The MMA, the guys. You know, everybody fight each other all the time. So they know us good, and we know them good. And I know they're a warrior tribe, warrior people, you know. So I have no problem going to Poland. I know it's all going to be all against me. I'm going to be the underdog. So I love that. I can't wait. That will be my first fight ever to be an underdog. My first fight ever. I was always a huge uh, A side, you know, but I think I'm going to be underdog in this fight. And I don't think the judge is gonna steal and stuff because a lot of the fighters who were there told me the judges are good. You know, they're not like stealing and stuff. No, none of them had bad experiences in Poland, particular. You know, so I don't think, and I don't even need judges. You know, so
I mean,
I don't
Alan,
know. I don't think the judge is gonna be asked anything in that fight. It's a 12-round fight with a 98% KO ratio. I don't think judges can do nothing.
that's what I was about to say. I don't think it's a fight many people think will go to the cards regardless. Away from that, just a final one on it. When you share the ring, how does it play out in your mind? What challenges does Rozanski bring to the fight that you may not have faced previously, and how do you overcome him?
Well, it brings to the fight that he's fighting in his hometown, so he's gonna be charged up. You know, there is something about that. He's gonna be charged up for real. I think it's gonna be the best fight of his life, and I'm the guy who can give him the best fight of his life. You know, and I think he was he was waiting for this kind of fight, and that is the only upside on his side. All the other stuff, it's savage. You know, I'm younger, I'm tougher, I'm even bigger, I'm longer, so I got everything. I'm much better boxer. I was an amateur boxer, 100 fight amateur boxer. He has zero amateur fights, so you gotta take that into consideration. I can box. I keep telling you that, and now you're gonna see that on the mat. You know, I think I want to box this guy off. You know, I think Savage is going to box a little bit. Not much. I'm still going to brawl. I'm still going to knock somebody out, but I'm going to box this time. You know, I wanna show him that amateur pedigree. You know, you don't just skip that. You don't skip amateur pedigree. It was bad. It was 10 years of suffering, but it's worth it. You know?
Alan, a few weeks back, or probably a month or so ago now, I did see some reports that you may have been in line to potentially face Derek Chisora. Did that ever get explored? Was that something you was ever considering?
Well, listen, they throw my name in with everybody, and I love that. They even talking about Wilder. Do you know that?
I
They
did
was
not know
talking
that.
about Wilder fighting for the Bridgerweight. I don't know, something around the Bridgerweight king soon. So I think I'm supposed to fight Wilder. I'm supposed to fight Chisora. I mean, they mentioned Chisora ever since I stepped the foot into the ring. You know, on your first interview, you mentioned Chisora also. So everybody's mentioning that fight, and that's a fight I would take with both hands, anytime, anywhere. Chisora is a legend, and I have so much respect for him. And I will give him the best fight he can have at this stage of his career.
Alan, I have to ask, as you mentioned Deontay Wilder, that's news to me. Did you have any, even if just small talks around a potential fight?
Well, it was just the smoke talks around big men, around people who is important in boxing. Like it just came up, but it wasn't really like offered or anything. But there was some rumors, but I don't even know nothing more than you do now. I just some rumors that just showed me they hold me very high in rankings and in regards of fighting. And listen, I can be a world champion by next fight. So next in line, I want cruiserweight champion or heavyweight champion. You can pick, So I don't care. I don't care. I never cared about that. No, fight is a fight, and of course, I'm gonna embrace the big fights.
Alan, was it a surprise to you to, even if it was just rumor, even if it was only small talks, to hear that Deontay was considering even dropping to the Bridgerweight division to potentially fight, whether it be you or somebody else for the title?
Well, like I said, I've been mentioned with many great names. And Tyson Fury in personal told me that I'm going to be a champion one day. So nothing surprises me anymore. No, I don't know why Deontay Wilder is not a bigger name than Chisora in my face. I love Chisora more, so I would like to fight Chisora more. So it didn't surprise me, it just showed me that they value me very much, very high. They value me very high, in the highest rank of boxing. And that didn't surprise me at all because, listen, I'm an 11-0 fighter and fighting for the WBC Bridgerweight title, gold. So it's crazy. You have Tyson Fury, head, you have Badu Jack, and in front it can be Alen Babic. It's mental, so nothing can surprise me more. Nothing can surprise me.
Alan, you mentioned Tyson Fury there as well, and you briefly touched on the Fury-Usyk fight earlier. Obviously, all of those talks have collapsed now in the last 48 hours. I just wanted to get your thoughts on seeing how that situation's unfolded.
Well, yeah, boxing politics. I don't comment on that anyway, but it's just shit. I know Tyson Fury didn't like it, didn't want it to end this way. I know Usyk didn't want it to end this way. The fans didn't want it to end this way. Nobody wanted to end this way. So I don't think there's someone to blame. It's just boxing, just politics, And I know now because my fight is getting made and it's so much holes. You gotta be so careful. Everybody try to fuck you over, It's crazy. It's crazy world. I would just say yes to anything. I would be the worst guy in boxing industry. I would just say yes, let's fight, but that's not how it goes. It's not. I have a team of 10 people calling every day. So it's very, very bad. It's very bad. I can only imagine how it is like on his level. So it's very bad. I don't think we should blame Tyson or Usyk. We should blame the boxing game today. It is what it is.
That was going to lead into my next question. I know you've spent time obviously with Tyson in camp, and you've got a good relationship there. With all of this in mind, it seems to be over social media, more people are discrediting Tyson's interest within the fight and how he's conducted things. Now, forget about the politics side, because of how much you will know Tyson on a personal level. Do you feel, if at all, that he maybe didn't want to face Alexander Usyk? Just looking at online again, that's what some people are suggesting, that he wasn't as keen on the fight.
Yeah, they asked me that a lot. Listen, Tyson Fury is the guy who told me he wants to fight Joyce. And he told that to everybody. You don't say that if you want to avoid fight. Joyce is the toughest fight in the world right now. And he said, okay, let's go, let's fight. So I don't think he avoided Usyk, that's just stupid talk. But like I said, it's not his blame nor Usyk. It's all of these managers, promoters and stuff. And boxing is such a business became. You need 2 years to make one fight, and they try to make it fast and just doesn't go that way, Doesn't, not even my fight can be made in that fast, short amount of time, let alone Tyson Fury and Usyk, which is the greatest fight in the world right now.
Alan, moving away from Tyson, just to get your thoughts on what could be next for either of them. In fact, so sticking with Alexander, Daniel Dubois said that he will step in now that WBA mandatory will be called, and he's going to face Alexander if terms can be agreed. Just your thoughts on if we saw Usyk-Dubois.
Yeah, well, interesting fight. The last fight of Dubois was not very good. You saw him shaking badly. And the fight before that was not good. So I think he's on the wrong side of that fight. I think Usyk is going to outbox him. You know, I just think the boy is not Tyson Fury. He's mentally not there. You know, he's mentally he's not there. He is physically there, but mentally I think he lacks from the likes of Usyk and Tyson Fury. You know, so I think Usyk will win the fight without much effort, in my opinion.
Alan, next week, Joshua Franklin, we see AJ return for the first time after back-to-back defeats to Alexander Usyk. What do you make of this fight? What are you expecting to see?
Well, I don't know, Franklin. I don't value that guy that much. I sparred him when I was in Tyson Fury camp. We did 5 rounds, and I killed him. You know, I don't see what's the big deal about that guy. You know, but he got in with Dillian Whyte. He got in now with Joshua. 2 great paydays. You know, so I'm happy for that because he's one of the little guys, but nobody really knows. And he gets 2 paydays, so that's good. That's good for me, you know. So, but I don't value him at all. You know?
Alan, I know
Not even in top 50.
I know you had some sparring together, as you mentioned, then going over that Dillian Whyte fight. There was at the time a lot of people who thought maybe he was on the wrong side of the decision. Going into this AJ fight, people are thinking AJ is going to walk through him. AJ is going to be explosive. Back to the Anthony Joshua we saw 4 or 5 years ago. Do you expect to see something similar? Do you expect to see Anthony Joshua produce an explosive display?
Well, I do actually because my guy was in his last 2 sparring camps with Anthony Joshua, and he told me he's not good. He doesn't move well. He doesn't do anything. Now, as I see, it's maybe some pressure is off his shoulder now, you know, and maybe he will be the old Joshua. I really think he will be. And I think he will dismantle this Frankel guy in 4 rounds. If he be that old Joshua, if he is this new guy who wants to box and stuff, you're gonna see another boring fight.
Just a final one, Alan, before I let you go. We're only a couple of weeks away as well from Joyce versus Zhang. It's not a fight everybody expects to go for. I was about to say, I imagine that's your perfect fight again.
That's crazy fight. I would like to get in with them and have a 3-way fight. Oh, that's a good fight. I spar Joyce, like I say, I value him at most, maybe top 2 or 3 of my sparrings ever. And Joyce is a very, very tough guy. And I think Joyce will win, but Zhang will not fall. You know, Zhang will not fall. He will have to kill him. Zhang is a crazy guy. You saw what he did to my guy from Croatia. He's a crazy guy, and I respect him very much. And such an interesting fight. I don't see Joyce falling ever in my life. I don't see Zhang. I don't see Zhang taking the back foot. You know, so crazy fight. I'm really looking forward to that fight. Really do. I think Joyce will win. I think Joyce will win, obviously, but I don't think it's gonna be easy for him. I think it's gonna be hell. I think Zhang can create that hell every single fight.
Do you think it ends inside the distance?
So hard to say. I would say yes, but I don't even know why. Because I would say no, but I think I want to say yes because Joyce throws so many punches. I think he's just gonna smother him with punches. I don't think we're gonna see a 1-punch knockout for sure, but accumulation of punches may slow Zhang down. But he doesn't want to be slowed down, so it's gonna be crazy. Those are the fights we want in boxing.
Alan, we will leave it then. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day and that beautiful weather in Dubai. I'll see you soon, and thank you for speaking to me again.
Thank you, Andy, always. Whoa.